Hi, this is the CAD/CAM Lessons channel, and in this video I will show you the basics of preparing machining programs in Autodesk Fusion. We will discuss basic 2D machining operations here. We will focus mainly on using Fusion and on the parameters available in Fusion so that you can see how individual parameters affect the toolpaths. And that is the first lesson, and more are coming soon. I have a simple project open. The model itself is not important. You can prepare something similar. I want to focus here on these basic parameters, and you can simply treat a large part of this video as a presentation. Of course, when it comes to learning CAD or CAM systems, the best way to do it is simply through practice and not just by watching. But at the beginning, when you are just starting out or are interested in only one specific issue, watching tutorials can also be useful to some extent. Okay, I will now switch to Fusion's CAM workspace. We prepare toolpaths in the manufacture workspace. We select this workspace, and here we will begin by preparing a setup. I click the new setup button, and here we specify the position of the coordinate system origin. That is, we define the work offset. At the initial stage of learning and for relatively simple projects, this step is also fairly straightforward. We can select one of 27 characteristic points, and in this case the point located at the center of the stock on the top surface has been selected as the work offset, that is the x0, y0, z0 point. We can select this point. This is a fairly universal choice, or should it be easier for you to set the work offset on the machine at a different point, you can simply click the selected point and the coordinate system origin will be placed there. And what we are doing here, as I mentioned, is relatively simple, but it is one of the most important steps that we need to complete. The significance is that the point we select here must later be reproduced in the same location on the machine. So should we select the center point of the stock and the top surface of the stock here as the work offset, we must also set the work offset in the same location on the machine, because the machining program will be prepared relative to this point. If we set this point here as the origin of the coordinate system and choose a different one on the machine, we can cause a lot of problems. We can damage the workpiece, we can damage the fixtures, we can damage the tool, and we can even damage the machine. So even though this is a simple action, it is a fairly important step, and the coordinate system origin of the machine must be placed in the same location. If you prepare machining programs yourself, that is, create the program in CAM yourself and then run it on the machine, there should not really be a problem. You will know where the coordinate system origin was set. However, if you are preparing programs for someone else, when you hand over the machining program to the machine operator, you must also tell the operator where the origin of the coordinate system should be to avoid collisions. And so we will leave the origin of the coordinate system at this point. And as for the other settings, we make sure that the milling operation type is selected here because we are preparing a program for a milling machine. As for this section, we will use these default options here, but once you start working with Fusion, situations may arise where the coordinate system origin needs to be placed in a specific location that is not one of these points, and that is when this option can be useful. Here we can specify the axis directions. We can do this, for example, by creating a sketch in which we draw the x and y axis system, and then we can select it. The sketch will then serve as a reference and make it easier for us to place the coordinate system origin in a specific location. Next, in the following section, we can select the model origin option, and then the coordinate system origin where the model was created will be selected as the coordinate system origin for CAM machining. And another useful option may be selected point, and it can be useful because when I now click the edge of the hole, the coordinate system origin will be placed at the center of the hole on the top surface. If we want to place it on another surface, we simply select a different edge, and this can also be useful in many cases. Sometimes when preparing a machining process, we can perform the machining in several stages. In the first stage, we may drill some holes, and in the next stage, we may use the center point of a hole as the coordinate system origin. These are issues that may become useful at later stage of working with Fusion. And now I will return to the stock box point option, and we select this point, and let us also go to the stock tab where we can define the stock dimensions. The default mode is relative size box, that is, the stock dimensions will be defined relative to the model, and in CAM this is nice and convenient because we simply define the allowances. We enter the allowance per side at the top of the part and at the bottom of the part. Here, for example, I will set the side offset to 5 and the stock will be enlarged by 5 per side relative to the model. In practice, this may not always be entirely convenient. There are often situations where we have some piece of material somewhere in storage or in the garage and we want to mill something out of that material. In that case, we can select the fixed size box option, and here we can define the overall dimensions of the material that we currently have available. We enter the dimensions here, and that is how it works. The model position option may also be useful here because notice how this looks for the z-axis. Of course, the same setting is available for every axis. We have the center setting, and while this doesn't make much difference for the x and y axis, it matters a lot for the z-axis because if we leave it like this, we will have the same allowance at the top of the part as at the bottom of the part. This is usually not a good setting, so here we can select offset from top, for example, and define the offset from the top. For example, we may want to leave an allowance of 2 at the top and have the rest of the allowance at the bottom. This will make it easier to clamp the part in the vise, and then all you need to do is machine it. We can also do it differently. We can define a specific allowance at the bottom, and at the bottom, for example, we will define the minimum allowance required to clamp the part in the vise, and we will machine the rest in the first operation so as to remove as much material as possible from the first clamping. So when you are preparing machining programs and wondering how to define specific stock dimensions, you can do that by selecting the fixed size box option, but for training purposes here we will select the relative size box option. As you can see, we also have options here that allow us to define the stock as a cylinder or as a tube, and this can of course also be useful in certain situations, but it works similarly to these cases. And here I select relative size box, set the allowance per side to 2, the allowance at the top to 1, and the allowance at the bottom to 5. Here I have the stock dimensions, and this can be useful if you want to prepare material with specific dimensions. You can simply use these parameters, and here we have the stock dimensions. And we move to the next tab. This tab is important, but at the initial stage of learning Fusion, if you leave it as it is, everything will be okay. In this tab, we define the program number and we can enter a comment here. And as for the program number and the program name, this may be important in some cases because the program will be called using its number or name. And here in this section, we define the work offset number, and this is related to the post processor. If you need to specify a work offset number other than the default one, you need to find out how this is handled in the post processor. Often G54 is generated by default. If you enter 1 here, the G55 work offset number will be generated and so on, but these are issues related to post processor configuration, and if you use Fusion's default post processor, and need to use a different coordinate system number, it is worth testing this. It is worth entering different values here and seeing how they appear in the machining program. And if you have a post processor prepared specifically for your machine, simply consult the person who implemented that post processor. That person will certainly explain everything. And as for the post processor, for those who don't know, it is an intermediate application between Fusion and the machine. The post processor converts what we do in Fusion into a machining program adapted to a specific machine. Different machines have different control systems, which, so to speak, use different languages. A CAM system is universal software in which machining programs can be prepared for many different machines, and it is the post processor that transfers what we do in CAM. It is, so to speak, translates these toolpaths into a language understood by the machine control system. So if we have machine A, which uses language A, and machine B, which uses language B, we can prepare one machining program in the CAM system, and using two post processors that translate the toolpaths from Fusion into language A and language B, we can prepare one machining program in the CAM system, and using two post processors that translate the toolpaths from Fusion into language A and language B, we can generate two machining programs for different machines from a single project. Of course, by different machines, I mean machines of the same type but with different control systems. So a CAM system is universal software in which we can prepare programs for different machines. We only need intermediate applications that translate the project for the appropriate machine. And such an intermediate application is a post processor. And as for post processors are not universal. Fusion requires its own post processors, while another CAM system requires its own post processors. We cannot take a customized post processor prepared for Fusion and later use that post processor in another CAM system. In another CAM system, a post processor that works with that CAM system must also be prepared. But these are more of a digression. Now we return to the project. We have these settings. We click OK here, and this is how we set the work offset. That is, we defined the position of the coordinate system origin, and this point is the reference point relative to which the machining program will be generated. We will end this video here, and the next lesson will be up soon.